Hello, welcome to Tuesday's broadcast. We've got Ollie and Will here. What is your band called?
We stayed original, just kept it as Ollie and Will.
Yeah. Very creative.
Yeah. What instruments do you guys play? Quite a lot.
I don't actually play this.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just sort of. It's a lot easier than a drum kit, I guess.
What would you say you're best at?
We sort of tend to vary. You sort of stay on the stringed instruments, and then I'll
you play boxes and stuff.
Yeah, just sit on a box, hit it as a drum. I also play a bit of mandolin, don't know if you've heard of that. We just sort of mix it around really. We're not set instruments, I guess.
Would you mind showing us some of your stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, can do.
Do this.
Play cover.
Yeah.
This is a bit of Ollie Murs. Rizzle kicks. Ready?
Yeah.
You make my heart skip a beat. I can't see you're not yourself, even when you're here with me. I know that you're somewhere else, so put another record on, kiss and lead me on. Nothing really matters when we're dancing. Listen to the same sad song, play it on repeat, but every time we come this close, my heart skips a beat. So come on, spin me around. No, I don't wanna go home. And when you hold me like this, you know my heart skips a beat. I know I should, but I can't leave it alone. When you hold me like this, you know my heart skips a beat. Oh, 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 oh. So hung up, we can't let go. If you really have to leave, just one more time, just move me slow. So put another record on, kiss and lead me on. Nothing really matters when we're dancing, 'cause all you ever need to know is what you do to me. 'Cause every time we come this close, my heart skips a beat. I said, come on, swing me around. No, I don't wanna go home. When you hold me like this, you know my heart skips a beat. I know I should, but I can't leave it alone. When you hold me like this, you know my heart skips a beat. Oh, 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 oh. My heart skips a beat. Recognize people.
Who do you if you mind asking, who do you influence? Who
Who are you influenced by?
Yeah.
A number of people.
It's mainly sort of Jason Mraz, don't you know him? Yeah, we like him a lot. But then
Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, maybe
Things like that.
a bit of Mumford and Sons.
Do you gig regularly then?
Yeah, we sort of. I mean, we started out in December.
Yeah.
We just sort of talking in the same music class. We just thought you sort of started doing stuff around pubs, and I thought I'd just tag along basically, and then it went from there. So that was last year, and now we've been doing gigs outdoors for charity events and stuff like that. Yeah, we were playing at the Mayor Sandy's garden party.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Big round of applause to Ollie and Will. And that's it.
Hello, I am here with Alfie. So, can you tell us, what you're doing?
We're making jewellery, as part of the jewellery making, I suppose. And, this is my jewellery that I'm doing.
So this image is of a halo. So how do you get it from here to being a final product?
What you do is, you take a picture from Google Images, or you draw it yourself. I'm not that arty, so I've just taken it off Google. You then have to vectorise it, so you change all the background to white, and then make the rest of the lines into black to make it more clear for the printer. So when the laser goes to cut through everything, it etches all of the black lines and cuts out the outline, which is the red line.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. McCafferty, working in the art department. And what are you doing here?
Well, what we're actually doing is tidying up the timeline that's been painted on the walls. The white has got a bit grubby over the years, so this working group is tidying it up, making sure it looks really nice, and to make sure the students take ownership of it, we're open it up to new ideas, things that they can add to it, like the Millennium Wheel, someone's painting on it at the minute, and some other art things. We've got the Globe Theatre in London going on. I think the big focus with the London Olympics, we're trying to make sure it's definitely Londonified as well for this year. We're adding some elements like this here, we can see, the Pink Floyd album, because it's got Battersea in it, which is very nice, and this thing here, which is popular for some reason, we don't know why. So that's going on the wall as well.
Have you got any other examples of what's going on the wall?
Yeah, I think we've got one of the lads is working on some stencils with the Apple logo on it, because Apple's been very popular this century. They're one of the biggest companies in the world, and I think it's important that there's some recognition to that as well. I think we're also putting down things like the women's right to vote as well. Someone's working on that at the minute, and pop art as well. So, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, we've done that already. Fantastic. So I'm wondering, So I'm here with Jess, a Year 9 student, and she's going to tell us about what she's doing today.
Basically, we've been adding to the timeline on the wall outside the art room, so we're doing more historical and art events that are more recent, so it's more up to date.
So what have you been doing today? Like, what have you contributed?
I've done some of the river themes in London, so I've been painting the river, and I've also made the walls white so they're not as muddy and dirty as they were.
So have you enjoyed what you've done today?
Yeah, it's been really good, because when I walk past the art corridors, I can say, oh, I helped do that, I contributed in that. So yeah.
Well, that's great. Thanks for talking to me, and thank you. Hello, Miss Twiggs. How successful do you feel that Enrichment Week is going so far?
So far so good. Yesterday was, I think, brilliant. Students really participated well yesterday. Good atmosphere around the school, some fantastic classroom displays, and we've got the year leaders going around in the next couple of days to look at those and judge them, so we'll get points for those. Yesterday afternoon, I think the spirit amongst the students was fantastic, representing their countries and their values, so far really good. Usual hiccups on the option days this morning, with students not knowing where they're supposed to be. Not knowing, no, they didn't want to go where they were supposed to be, but those have been resolved now, and hopefully we'll have a really good rest of the week. And of course we've got some trips out today as well.
Do you think the pupils share your same enthusiasm?
Well, do they share the same enthusiasm as me? Yeah. Most of them.
What events do you think are going really well?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say at the moment. I mean, all of the rooms I've been round have just been buzzing. There's lots and lots of activities going on. I don't get a sense that anything isn't going well at the moment, but staff and students may say otherwise.
Some students aren't that sure about what will be happening on Friday, so can you shed some light on that?
I can shed a bit of light on it. It looks like Friday, end of the morning, we will have an assembly, because we think we need to celebrate what happened on Monday and perhaps give out some prizes. And then in the afternoon, we are really all praying for good weather so that we can run our festival. Mr. Phelps is talking at the moment about running 3 different stages with different activities on it. We've got Bouncy Castle, we've got Sumo, we've got Giant Jenga, we've got Giant Connect 4, we've got ice creams, we've got barbecue. So it should be a really, really good afternoon.
Sounds fun. What do you want the pupils to take from Enrichment Week?
I want them to take a lot of learning about themselves. We spend all year learning stuff and learning subjects, and of course we learn about ourselves doing that as well. But I'm hoping this week we've put a focus on both our school values that we should know by now, all 6 of them, the Olympic values, and actually representing those values during the week. And as we said, students will be rewarded for showing that they're exhibiting those values. And as I keep saying, they've got to be walking the talk. There's no point in us having these values unless people are actually living them.
Today, Tuesday 17th of July, we are visiting the maths department at Sandy Upper School. As the pupils are all doing a gambling experience, Mr Jamie Norman has kindly volunteered to explain what's happening. So, what have you been doing today, Mr Norman?
Poker, some cards and card games and that.
Is it the first time you've ever, sort of done it? Is this you starting off?
I don't really play card games, but I do like poker.
Yeah, so you've had experience with it before?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it yourself?
Yeah, no, these 2 days been alright.
Does the class seem to be enjoying it?
I look like they're enjoying it.
Did you enjoy the sports day yesterday?
Yeah, no, I did like that one. It was volleyball.
Tug of war,
Yeah, tug of war, like that.
Have you got any, what's your plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to football.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, like that.
This is Callum and Jordan saying thanks to Jamie Norman and signing off for Sandy Upper.
George, how's your day been? Good. What about you been? Alright. What have you been doing?
Playing poker.
Is that it? What did you do yesterday?
Done sports day.
What about you?
Done his room.
Shout out to the room.
That's it for Tuesday and all the events that have happened today.
Hey guys.
Will you come back here tomorrow then to see the performers on the stage?
What type of performances are there?
They're like comedy acts and dancers.
I don't know, I may go to stage 1 all day instead to see the bands performing.
Don't. If anything, try at stage 2 as well.
Yeah, it has acoustic performers like singers and rappers.
That sounds pretty good.
It includes people like Jono beatboxing and Aaron Tidy singing.
Well, I'm going to put these pieces on later on the end now.
Or we'll see you later on the camera.
It's fine then, leave me. Screw this. I'm going anyway.